What's up, everybody? And we are going to do a very belated after theater review of Ready or Not. So I saw this movie probably, I don't know, a few weeks ago or so. I know my patrons have gotten a sneak peek of my first impressions of it when I first went to go see it, and I did a little car vlog. If you want to see my car vlogs after I go to these movies, you can check them out on Patreon, and you can see other behind the scenes videos as well as early access to my videos and what the schedule is going to be on the blog Muddy Cult. Now, Ready or Not is a story that follows a young bride as she joins her new husband's rich, eccentric family in a time-honored tradition that turns into a lethal game with everyone fighting for their survival. Now, when I saw the previews for it in various other movies I saw in the theater, I thought it looked like a really good, fun time. I enjoy the aesthetics of what the setting looked like in the mansion and just the overall chasing game. If you've seen previous reviews that I have done, you know how much I love survival games, and this isn't quite one of those who's the one person who's gonna win. It's more of a cat and mouse chase type of thing. So Alex, who is played by Mark O'Brien, who is the groom, and Grace, who I thought was played by Margot Robbie, because Gwen Ventura and I first saw the trailer in another movie we went to go see, and she was like, oh, Margot Robbie's too good for this kind of movie. You know, she's too strong and she's gonna win. And little did I know it is not Margot Robbie, but someone who is also Australian and blonde and has some really strong eyebrow game, which is Samara Weaving, which I did mention in my car vlog. They look kind of similar, don't they? I mean, they're both beautiful in their own right, but they do look kind of similar, and that's why I thought it was oh, there's two Margot Robbie movies out. But there's not. They just look very similar. But the character Alex, who is played by Mark O'Brien, his family owns a really popular gaming company. Think Milton Bradley or something like that. And their tradition is when one of their family members marries someone, they come to the mansion and they all have a dinner together after the wedding, and then they get to choose out of this box. It's randomized. They put a blank card inside the box, and then the new addition to the family pulls the card out of the box, and it decides what game they're gonna play. It can be anything from checkers, chess, Old Maid, and the unfortunate choice, which sadly Grace has chosen, is hide and seek. Now, this isn't a typical game of hide and seek, as the family members run around and chase her, and she has to survive until dawn. So their purpose is to kill her, or we let her find out, sacrifice, and don't worry, I won't be spoiling anything. But they have a mission to kill her for a very a purpose that you do find out later. Now, of course, the husband tries to get her out of marrying him because he wants to spare her from playing this game, and I find that very admirable. But she's completely oblivious, and she's like, I'm so in love with you, why would I back out? I'm gonna go with it. And she's like, oh, we're playing a game, that sounds fun. But the fun totally disappears once she realizes that they're trying to kill her. There was a lot of good comedic moments in this movie, and I was very disappointed that the people that were in the same theater as myself did not laugh at these really good comedic gems that happen, and I thought there was something wrong with me. It felt like when my friend and I went to go see Wolf's Creek, which I did not like, and we laughed at a very inappropriate scene where one of the characters got shot in the head after she was begging for her life. Now that I can totally understand people not laughing at, because that is not a laughable scene. But other parts in the movie that were very funny, no one laughed at. And I think there's just something wrong with the crowd here on this island. They just maybe they just don't have a sense of humor or something. So this has happened again in another movie that I went to go see, Ralph Breaks the Internet, where there was some really good comedic jokes in it, and I was the only one laughing in the theater. Especially there were some jokes that were geared toward parents, and most of the people that were in the theater were parents with their kids or grandkids or nephews and nieces or whatever. And it was a really good joke for them, and I was the only one laughing. And I just don't get it, guys. Like, don't be ashamed to laugh in the theater. Like, even if you're the only one laughing, most likely if I'm there, I'll be laughing with you unless the joke is really stupid. The suspense and action in this movie was also really fantastic, and just the chase kept me on my toes, and the comedic moments were very well timed in between the chase and the suspense and action of it. I love the chemistry between O'Brien and Weaving's character, Grace and Alex, and I also like the dynamic between Alex and Daniel, their brothers, and how they would talk about their disdain for their family and their tradition, and just how they just mostly how they feel about their tradition. There is a moment that I know that Nightmare Maven has mentioned, and I will put a card in the corner so you can check out her review. It is spoiler free. That I do agree on, that there was a character change toward the end that I just did not understand, and it did not fit his character. I kind of gave it away, but it didn't fit their character. That really bothered me, but I don't know why they went that direction, but I wish they could have written that part just a little bit better. But overall, I really enjoyed everyone's performance, especially the dad and the mom, and I think it was an aunt. I really love their characters. Also there was a sister and his and her bumbling husband who did not know how to use a crossbow, which you do see in the preview when he's looking up on YouTube on how to use a crossbow, and her accidentally killing someone, and that's not a spoiler, it's in the trailer. She's very accident prone, and it's just really hilarious. In the end, I thought was just fantastic, and I loved every moment of it, and parts of it, that part, I did really laugh, and I was just, that moment at the end, I kind of wondered, maybe there's something wrong with me laughing at this ending, but I think it's really funny how they reacted, and just how it all ended, and I thought it was just glorious. And I feel like this movie overall is really underrated, and I think people should check it out when it, while it's still in the theaters, or even when it goes to the dollar theater, and definitely when it comes out on DVD. It was definitely a very good, fun time, and it met all my expectations, and that's all I wanted from Ready or Not. So I'm glad I went to go see it in the theater, and I hope the people who saw it with me didn't think I was strange or disturbed their time watching the movie with my laughter, because I thought those parts were funny and they just need to loosen up and laugh too. If I had to give it a rating, I don't know if I really do this on my after theater reviews, but I know I do it on my written ones. I would give this definitely a 4.5 out of 5, because like I said, I really did enjoy this. It was really fun, and I feel like it was super underrated. I feel like this is my upgrade from last year, the movie Upgrade. I don't think I did a review of it, which is a shame, but I definitely will do a review. But I feel like that movie and this movie, they're both on the same tier of, they were really entertaining, and I enjoyed every moment of it, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, and they were both really, really well done and funny and very suspenseful, and it was just an overall really great movie. Okay, so that's the end of my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my face and hear more of my voice for some reason, I don't know what's wrong with you, you can hit that subscribe button below. I post videos every now and then, and I try my best to either post them every Wednesday and every Thursday, one or the other. As I said in the beginning, if you want early access to my videos and blog posts, as well as the other writers' blog posts, among other little extra things that I do, you can join a Patreon like these lovely people below. I do give like little extra goodies. And that's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.